Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Wildflower Wolves YouTube channel. I'm Louise. It's Monday. It is voting day. It is podcast day. It is chatting night. So welcome. I hope everybody's had a great start to their Monday. Gather up your knitting. We're going to chat for the next hour about what you all voted for, some of the projects that I've worked on last week, talk about last week's start. What else? We've got Fiber Friends. It's bag month, so we can talk about bags that everybody's knitting and crocheting. We had our crochet Zoom call for those of us who committed to doing a year's long worth of crocheting. We had our Zoom call yesterday, which was so much fun. I dyed some yarn yesterday. I don't know, there's a whole bunch of all the things are happening. So let's talk about what you were voting for. I just went on to Ravelry this morning, and I picked two projects that just kind of spoke to me, and I thought those would be amazing. So let me see. Oh, let me see if I can get Ravelry up here. So there was a shawl and there was a hat. I had thought about finding two shawls, but then when I found the bag, I was like, I kind of like that. Okay. It's okay. Uh-oh. Okay, this is supposed to come up for me and it didn't. Okay, cityscape hat. Oh, there it did. More on my history page. Maybe this will work for me. Okay. I looked at it. There it is. Perfect. Okay. It was like, oh, I can't remember the names of the patterns I picked. Okay, fall gloaming. This is the shawl pattern. So if you didn't see it here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, all the social media places, there it is. Isn't that stunning? An asymmetrical shawl. There's different stitch patterns in there, I do believe. Let me give you a little bit. Oh, it's not even a new pattern. It's August 2021. Isn't that interesting? So they must be there's a sale on, actually the pattern is for being offered for free right now. And there's a kit of yarn. So Expression Fiber Arts dyed the yarn. So maybe, well, okay, is it for free or is it still, let me see. Oh, I think you have to go through her website, Expression Fiber Arts, possibly. But it still says $0, so maybe it's still free. Anyways, it's worsted weight yarn. It is done on a 4.5 millimeter needle. It says there's charted, it's lace work, it's stripes, it's color work. I read a little bit about this earlier today. It says this pattern is free for a limited time. Just add to the cart and complete the checkout to receive your download. Finished size 84 by 75 by 51, so that's a good size. 22 inches at the deepest point. It's an asymmetrical, so it's like my favorite shawl. Start at the corner and just work your way up. So you can make it as big as you wanted to. But anyways, I love the idea that it was worsted weight and that there was different stitch patterns in here. It also says there's some video tutorials as well. So anyway, so that was option 1. I'll show you the picture again. Doesn't that look really pretty? Different colors, some stripes, some textures. Looks lovely. So that was first option. Then the other one I came up with was a hat. And this one is Cityscape Hat. It is cabled. Okay, so this one has just been published, August of 2025. So there it is. So it is just a, what's the word? Classic beanie with some cables and twisted stitches, some ribbing. It just looks very wearable. It's DK weight yarn, a 3.0 and a 3.5 millimeter needle, US 2.5 and 4. There's 3 sizes, small, medium, large, and it is a free pattern. So look at that. If you're interested in either one of them, somebody did leave me a message in Facebook asking for the link to the hat, so I will post that there. It says for the hat, knit in the round, bottom up, combination of simple cables and twisted stitches. Long-tailed tubular cast-on is used for the hat. Crown decreases are done in the last 7 rounds. Easy peasy, right? So those are the 2 options. I thought they looked really fun. I know Dawn said that she had seen the shawl kind of in the, the trending section on Ravelry. She said she's really ready for fall. Well, I mean, I guess really both patterns. I mean, hat is a fall-winter project. Shawl is definitely a cooler weather project. So let's see. Oh, the Expression Fiber Art Shawl. Oh, yes, is an off Ravelry pattern. You have to set up an account with them. So it's just, I wasn't sure about that. I knew you could get it, download it from Expression Fiber Arts, but I was kind of hoping you could also get it on Ravelry. But Louise has already checked it out. So you'll have to go to Expression Fiber Arts if you would like to grab the pattern. So who's here? Nikki's here. And Sally. Liz, how was your dad's birthday? Hi, Jen. Susanna, Kim, Pravina. So that's what you were voting for. So there was 90 votes, 92 votes today for the 2 patterns. And what did it end up? Oh my gosh, I just did the math. I think it was 66% of the votes went to the one pattern. So it definitely kind of seemed, as I was counting up the votes in all the different places, this one pattern just seemed to always have a couple more votes on all the platforms. Hi, Anne. So I don't know. I'm thinking, I thought, yeah, I'm a little surprised. I don't know if I'm a little surprised that, anyways, I think if I was voting, if I was like picking all by myself today, I think I would go shawl. The shawl's the first thing that caught my eye. The hat I really like, but I've done a couple of hats and, well, I have a shawl on the needles too. I don't know. Anyways, they were both be really, really fun. So it was between the shawl and the hat. So the pattern that got 66% of the votes, and the one that's being cast on is, insert your own drum roll here, is going to be the shawl. Fall Gloaming. So the designer is Emlyn Knits. So she maybe designed this for Expression Fiber Arts. But anyways, there it is. Excellent voting, everybody. Oh my gosh, there's 18 pictures. Shall we look at some of them? Oh, see, that's really nice. Like, it looks nice and big. There it is again. There it is again. What's the yardage on this? I think I saw somewhere there was four skeins of yarn. Yardage 650 to 675 yards. Basically 600 meters. So yeah, 4 balls of worsted weight. So that's all right. Diane, what is this? She said, did I miss what year you're going to be using? You, like actually wearing the shawl? Hopefully this year. I am, oh, Sally, you didn't realize it was worsted. It is. Sweet. Jocelyn says, I was hoping the shawl would win. Well, it did. I'm kind of excited. I think it was my first choice. So I'm glad you guys are feeling the shawl vibes because I am excited. I have no idea what yarn I'm going to use. Well, I'm going to dye yarn for it. So I will dye 4 colors. Maybe that will be my first dyeing project of the week when I'm back at the store on Thursday. So, we will see. Oh, hey, Sam, do you have colored fingers? Yeah, Sam and I and our friend Jen, we were dyeing cotton here yesterday, which was a whole lot of fun. So anyways, thank you guys for voting. I'm really excited for the shawl. I should put it right on the, well, I'll do it as soon as we're done chatting. I'll update the whiteboard before I head downstairs tonight. I have no finishes to show you, but what can I show? Oh, okay. Let's start with last week's project. I can't say cast on because it's crochet. Last week was the first time that both projects were ever crochet options because the Fiber Friends are doing bag month, which everybody is having so much fun with. So I think most people, at least most people that I can see that are in the comments, follow along the Fiber Friends. So you guys know all about it. Most of you are making bags as well. But if there's anybody who's watching the replay or who's just sitting back listening that don't know who is here, if you guys don't watch the Fiber Friends, I highly suggest you do. But we're doing a bag challenge month, and it's not too late to get a small bag done or even a medium-sized bag. You can knit, you can crochet. It's super a lot of fun, and there's a Ravelry thread open where you can go post your finishes, and Cheryl and I will pick 3 winners. The first podcast in Sam's texting me in whatever's the next month from this September. we will pick 3 winners, just random winners. Everybody's a winner because you're getting bags done and started and all the fun things. So here is my start on my bag windmill project. So you guys, let me show you. So last week you were voting between 2. There was this windmill. I want to call it windmill bag, but it's bag windmill. And the tote bag. And this bag won in the voting. So here it is. Bag windmill. There it is. So I purchased the pattern. It is a paid for pattern, and it's about 9 pages long. Can I find it? Maybe. Anyways, so it's knit. I'll just talk. It's knit in strips, 20 stitch strips. So I haven't read the whole pattern. I just know I was supposed to chain so many, and then you work back and forth. And you guys, I think I did an increase. This might have been my very first actual increase. And I did it. And we're not going to look real close right there. Oh, I know. Don't look. Crap. We're going to pull this. We're going to block aggressively right there because I know I missed a stitch right there. But I added it on this end. I did an extra increase now that I know how to do them. And we're just going to pull it, and it's going to all be sewn together anyways. So I'm not going to worry about this because I'm thinking it's looking good. So I have the right number of stitches. It is a little wonky there, but you know what? It is what it is. I could pull it back, but I don't know. I could, but I'm not. I'm just going to carry on. So I have got 5 whole rows done. I have been turning. Look how gorgeous it looks. Single crochet. I know what I'm doing, you guys. Like I am 100% confident where I am picking up stitches on this next row. I can, except for that one time that I was 1 short. But other than that, I'm good with everything else. I'm like, okay, so I guess I'm 99% because I messed up 1 row. But I know where to start at the beginning, and at the end, it usually works out. It looks relatively straight. I'm loving the color. It is like really fun. I mean, I know we've only done 5 rows, but I just want to keep going and doing it. I was almost going to do another one before we started chatting tonight, and I'm like, no, don't pick it up. But I really wanted to. which was a really good thing. So I am just using some scraps. I'm just using some Bernat Handicrafter that I have at home. I don't even know how much yarn this bag is supposed to take. I had a couple balls. They're not even the same color. So mine is going to be a vibrant, multicolored stripe of some sort. I don't even know what all colors I have. I don't know, but it'll be bright and it'll be fun. What do I have back here? Any cotton? I've got my cotton. No, I've got it all bagged up somewhere. So that's all right. It will just be what it is. It's just going to be colorful. It's going to be fun. And it's going to be a stash busting project. Haven't even read the pattern to know exactly what am I doing with these strips. Like, am I joining as I go? Like, once I get a second strip, is it just all one magic piece that you do something really funky with? I don't know. But anyways, 5 rows in and I'm loving it. So we're just going to go one row at a time. Who knows? I may get a certain point and be like, oh my gosh, I hate this. But so far, not. I think I'm good. Oh, Susie says to help not miss a stitch at the end of the row, you can place a stitch marker on the first and last stitch of the row. Not counting any chains. You know what? I should do that. Somebody yesterday in our crochet chat had put stitch markers on. I think it might have been Tanya, on like the 4 corners of the bag, and she found that was easy for the square one project. The square one project bag. Yeah. Anyways, what was I going to show? Oh, picture. I have a picture. My square one project bag is successfully started. If you watched the Fiverr Friends on Saturday, you would have seen Cheryl painstakingly walking me through how to do the magic ring, because obviously there's more than one way to make a magic ring, because I was not doing it the way Cheryl had been doing it. So she showed me her way. Which, Cheryl, if you're watching, I might need a refresher. Isn't that funny, the way that I was doing it with the, oh, no. I do know Cheryl's. And then working yarn to the inside of your finger, and then you pull it through. Okay, yeah. Either way, I can remember 2 ways to do it. Either way worked fine for me. But let me see. I got to start. So I think I had started it like 5 times. I had done the bottom, I had done a few rounds, and I knew that I was not doing it right, but I just kind of kept going, because otherwise I would have got no farther than round 1. So I did just kind of keep going, and it was all round and it was wonky looking. So Cheryl got me started, and I'm trying to find a picture. I keep getting distracted as somebody is texting me here, trying to ignore them, but then they text and they phone. Okay. Where's my picture? I took a picture on Saturday after Cheryl and I were finished, or just as we were finishing podcasting. Okay, I have 2 pictures. So, because I have to show you a picture, because I actually left the project at the store. So, but there it is. That was, I don't know, a magic ring, a magic circle, and that proof, phone calls. So I got the magic ring done, and then Cheryl and I finished podcasting, and then I had visitors, and Sam came in the day before and got some. Did you get more cotton, Sam? Or a knitting needle? And but Amber came in to visit, so it's nice to see people that I know coming out to St. Mary's to check out the McPherson's Art and Craft store. So we had a little chat, and she showed me her current project, and I sat and I crocheted 2 more rounds. And if she's on here watching, she will also confirm that I could not talk, and she kept saying, "Are you okay? Are you doing okay? Are you confused?" I'm just, like, really concentrating super duper hard, reading the pattern and, like, marking like, I did this stitch and this stitch. I don't know, I found this first couple of rounds tricky, but now I am set to go, and I did a couple more. So there's my project and there's Amber's project. So my square is bigger and it is still square. So that is good. Um, Anyways, so that bag's well on its way, which is so fun. So I love the fact that square one project bag. So I always have to stop and think on that name. It does not come intuitively to me, is working from the center out in rounds. And this one here is just done in rectangular strips. No granny squares, no round and round, just turning back and forth. So 2 different constructions of bags. I'm really, really happy with those. Um, you guys have been inspiring me with bags. Jocelyn, you finished a bag. We saw it Friday night when we were chatting, and it is lovely. And then, um, um, what else? And then who else had oh, so this market tote bag, the one that Kelly made on Knits and Pieces podcast. A couple of people are working on that in various stages. I think Nikki has one. Oh, Susie, are you working on one too? Who's doing it? One had a picture and it had blue balls in it. I saw it on Facebook today. Anyways, there's a few people doing it because it looks really, really fun. I'm like, I could be making bags for a really, really long time, you guys. You guys, there's like oh, so so many fun bags. Now, Cheryl's mom, Robin, she came and got yarn at the store to do a knitted bag. So I'm excited to see what her bag is because it was Donna's. Donna's. I knew it was one of our crochet people. Sorry about that, Donna. Okay, Susie said hers is a bucket bag, and Donna said that was her bag with the blue balls in there. Fantastic. Oh, well, I'm loving, yeah. I'm like wanting to do all the crocheted bags. I'm like feeling like I need to just cast on a bag to to have a knitted one on the needles. Anyways, let me see. Okay, Susie said yes about the stitch markers. Yes, I think I should do that so I can help keep my piece straight because that has always been my problem throughout the years when I have tried to crochet is that, yeah, the ends kind of get wonky, right? So I try to be really mindful of making sure there's something at the very, very end, but stitch markers might be really good. Yes, Sam, I have them. I'm going to show them when I talk about the dyeing. Hi, Sherry. The first couple of rounds were messy for you too. Oh, for the square one bag? Thank you. That makes me feel better. I ended up just doing 8 single crochets first in the magic ring and then the first round of the pattern. Okay, that makes me feel better because it took me like 5 times. And then once I with Cheryl there, and I knew that I had it and I could see my 4 corners. Even still, the next couple of rounds, it was kind of iffy. It's like in the first singles chain and the double chain, and I'm like, well, we're going to say this is a single chain. I was trying to see where the stitch was and the space before it and space after it. And I'm like, yep, this looks good, which might have contributed to the fact that my first few tries ended up being like not square shaped. But anyways, practice makes perfect, and I'm off to the races now with it. So bag making is going very well. Very well so far, except I have 4 rounds done on one project and 5 on the other, but so far so good. I'm going to take those as both wins since they are both crochet projects. So what else? I do have a knitting project I can show you on this knitting podcast. Now, I'm going to have to find some more needles here right quickly. This is the cast on from, I don't know how many weeks ago, a few weeks ago. Remember this cobblestone yarn? I think I was having you guys vote on two different, there must have been two acrylics because this is the one. It's so funny, the comments you remember. Anyways, it was two acrylics because somebody said, oh, I can't vote for either one because I don't like either one because they're not well. I'm like, okay, fair enough. But I have got a bunch done on this. Oh, Cindy, thanks for popping in. Have a great week. This is where my start was last week. I had that little bit done. I had an itty bitty start when I showed this to you the last time, which might have been a week or two ago. Anyways, this was just, my favorite shawl, easy peasy, increases and decreases, read your pattern, no counting rows, no anything. Love it. So this is exactly the shape that the fall gloaming, the shawl that I'm casting on this week. I don't know if the increases and decreases are done exactly the same, but same kind of idea. So it's going to be fit right into one of my favorite shawl shapes. And I was so short on needles that I cast on with two different length straights. So I'm going to have to find a circular needle very quickly here. Are they even both the same size? They are. They are both a 5.5 millimeter. So I'm going to have to, I'm going to stick with this for a while. I can squish it up quite a bit. I'm going to keep knitting on this for a little bit, but I do have to find a circular needle to put this project on. But it's some yarn that has been in my stash. I love this yarn. So obviously it was a trip from going over to the US in the last couple of years. Cobblestone. It's the one that looks Christmassy, but has a cobblestone name. Not a Christmas yarn without the Christmas name. I don't think cobblestone sounds Christmassy at all. Do you guys? So that is what I worked on the most while I was attempting to crochet bags. I've dyed yarn. I've done quite a bit of that over the last week, but I don't have any of it here to show you. I do have pictures though. So yesterday, we all know Sam, dishcloth Queen Sam, and her cotton. Sam and I dyed some cotton last year. So Sam brought back 3 skeins that she obviously wasn't 100% loving. And we over dyed those. And then she did a few others. And they turned out great. So she sent me some pictures. She got them out drying. So really fun colors. It was, I think we had more colors to choose. We definitely had more colors to choose from. So this was all Rit dye. And some of the ones that Sam over dyed were like really, I think there was one that was a neon green. Well, there's like nothing here that's neon green. So that one got over dyed. Anyways, so it was really fun. It took us all afternoon. And even while we were doing our crochet call, Jen and Sam were still doing a bit of dyeing outside and came up with fantastic colors. I don't think there was anything that came out of the dye pot that was kind of like, oh, yeah, this isn't what we really wanted. Everything turned out really great. And Sam, we were joking with her because she was just literally, I think there was 1 or 2 of her skeins that went in the dye pot. She put a little bit of every color that we had in, and nothing came out like a really muddy brown. She got really, really lucky, or she's very secretly talented at mixing colors. So anyways, it was great. It was great fun. And when I stopped, oh, you can't see them on here. I've got 2 of these cones. I stopped 2 weeks ago when I was on vacation. I was going through Listowel, where Spin Right is, and it was not the tent sale then, but I just managed to squeak in just before they closed. I wanted to get in to the store one last time before it closed, just for, I don't know, old time's sake. Because it's so, as you guys know, we've talked about this a few times, and everybody who's local or anybody who has gone to Spin Right before knows that they're closing the doors the end of September. The mill has been not producing now maybe for about a month. They had their final day of production and the mill has closed. The retail store is still open. They're doing their tent sale right now. Is this week still? It might have finished on Saturday, or this next last week. I'm not sure. But you had to have an appointment to go in to the tent this year, which was a little different from other years. So everybody is a lot saddened about this. It's like a landmark location. It's a place that a lot of people went to every year for the tent sale, or would just make it a day's drive up there to get yarn, because they always had really good deals. And anyway, sadly, they're closing. So I was coming back from the cottage and I just wanted to stop in one last time, and it was like really cleared out. They had sold lots. So obviously people were doing the same thing. They wanted to go one last time, which is fine because I did not need anything. Like, I've got so much yarn that I do not need anything else, but I don't really have a whole lot of cotton. And there's this big guy. I don't even know how much this weighs, but it was $15. So here, that was a pretty good deal. So I ended up with two of them. And this is like my memento, my last stop to the Spin Right store. This is what I came home with. So I can make more bags. I have going to be stocked for dishcloth cotton. I will just dye. I am well stocked with colors of RIT. I can just dye and dye and dye cotton for all kinds of dishcloths. So I will be set for a while. I won't need any more dishcloth cotton for a very long time. So that was my last shopping trip. I did not bring any yarn home from the store this past week, which I was very, very tempted to. But you guys keep an eye on my Instagram stories, and you can also go to Canadian Yarns on Instagram and Facebook. So I'll tell you a little bit more about the store that I'm working at. It's in St. Mary's, Ontario, and the store's name is McPherson Arts and Crafts. It has been well-established arts store for 50 odd years there. Within the store, there is quite a large yarn section. And so that's what I was hired to work there. And we're restocking the yarn, the needles, the notions. We're setting up a dye studio in the back, and bringing in more natural fibers, which, for anybody who knows the store, for the last 50 years, it has been a carrier of acrylic yarns. They had classic wool, so like the Pattons and Bernat yarns, Canadiana, Astra, classic wool, the classic wool roving, and then Karen. Some of the Karen Simply Soft. So really, it was an acrylic and acrylic blend type yarns. So now we are switching it up, going local wool fiber that's produced within an hour of the store, which is really, really fun. And bringing in roving and wool that's spun, that's going to be dyed. And we're bringing in other natural fibers too, some silk blends, mohair blends, alpaca blends. And right now those are natural and they're going to be dyed. And there's going to be, the website is going to be up and going, so things can be ordered online, or you can come and visit me in person. Cheryl's there during the beginning of the week and I'm there at the end of the week. So it is so many fun things. So Instagram and Facebook, there's going to be stories and reels going up and just kind of showing the process as we transform all the yarn and get classes up and going. So there's like so much going on that, yeah, we haven't really had time to sit down and take a breather at the store, but it is so much fun. Classes are starting in September, which is like only a month away, which is still going to be so much fun. I'm also going to keep teaching at the Thoughtful Artisan in Woodstock. So that's going to happen on Wednesday evenings coming up through the fall. So it's going to be busy, busy, busy. There's going to be lots of knitting stuff going on. What is that, Louise? You said what luck that I didn't take the big oh yeah, Sam was probably gonna try to stick one of those big cones in her coat as she was leaving on the weekend. Sherry, when will the online shop be alive-ish? Well, I'll tell you, I think technically it is live right now, canadianyarns.ca, but I don't know as all the stock is up there yet. I know on Saturday, that was really the focus, trying to get things, inventory in, photos in, descriptions in, pricing in. But holy smokes, it is a lot of work. As you can imagine, right? Like to like completely start from scratch, but it is a lot of work. We revamped the store windows on Saturday, which was also a really hot job, but so fun. We've got some great ideas for window displays for fall, and I've got Christmas ideas. I've got Christmas class ideas. So, you guys, all of these ideas that I have been thinking about randomly just doing, I now have a location to do them. So, I was going to say, watch out or be excited, or there is a spot you can join the email. So, if you want email lists, you want to know what's going on, that's the spot to join. So yeah, Sherry. So hopefully by this weekend, when I'm there this week, I'm going to try to go through all of the inventory and just make sure it's accurate and things are in there, make sure we haven't forgotten anything. So that's the plan. So it's going to be another busy week for Cheryl and I, getting all of this up and ready. And then I'm going to start dyeing. So I'm really, really excited for that. I've got colorways planned in my head. And then some designs that are going to start coming out. Sam, you hope to have 100 dishcloths done by the end of the month. Excellent. That's not that far away. The end of the month is coming so quick. We've got 2 weeks until the long weekend. Yikesies. So, yeah, summer is slipping away on us, but it's kind of nice as knitters that we can kind of start thinking about fall. So, we have got 2 knit-alongs coming up. Brioche. So, September 1st, let's talk about the one that Jocelyn, the vest, make along. That was by the Botanical Knitter is hosting that, and it's 2-month vest make along. Knit, crochet, weave, and sew. So you've got your options there of how you can make it. Jocelyn and I were looking at vests. Mostly Jocelyn, I was trying to assist her in making a choice, and I think she's ignoring my great advice and going and doing her own thing, which of course she should do. But I may have picked I'm thinking the vest that I wanted Jocelyn to make. I'm wondering maybe I should just make it. So the vest make along starts September 1st. And oh, yes, Jocelyn just said in the comments, October vest. October vest. Jocelyn says, I sure am. She didn't take any of my well thought out advice. She's just doing her own thing, but that's good. Anyway, so that's one option. You can join the vest make along, and Northern Knits, Wildflower Wool, Fiber Friends. I don't know exactly all 3 podcasts. We're doing the Fab Brioche cardigan, which stands for Fluffy Ass Brioche cardigan. It's a bulky weight. The pattern is there's 2 patterns. You can purchase either or. There's a 1 color pattern, there's a 2 color pattern. I still haven't decided. I'm like, always think as soon as I think brioche, I think 2 colors. So I'm like, "Okay, I need to do the 2 color." But then I'm like, "But I like 1 color." And then I think I'll just do 2. And then even I am stopping to think, "Louise, a vest, 2 brioche sweaters, what are you thinking?" But we'll see. I don't know. I think I'm literally gonna flip a coin. Or what do you guys okay, do you guys wanna vote here right now? What should I do? 1 color, 2 color? I need to figure this out. Um, I don't know. What do you think? I'm, like, really stuck. Maybe it should be a New Start Monday question. Which way are you guys leaning? 2 colors, Sally says. 2 colors, says Nikki. 2 colors, says Pravina. Okay, I see which way this is leaning. Um, 2 color, okay. I know, you kinda think, right? And this is why I feel bad for 1 color brioche, because it gets forgotten in the mix, right? And that's I feel like that's why I wanna do 1 color, is, like, I have to be its cheerleader, because when you think about brioche, you do think about 2 colors, right? And even and that's my first thought is when I think brioche cardigan, it has to be 2 colors. So maybe okay, maybe that's it, just 2 colors. I'll just do 2 colors. Um that will probably on the long weekend. So we'll talk a little bit about that. So I think what I will do is figure this. Maybe I'll figure this out. Maybe I'll think about this before I actually talk about it. But there will be there'll be some videos on the Patreon and Zoom calls. I think that's okay. Maybe I'll just talk about it. This is what I'm thinking is that in Patreon, we will do like a workshop style for people who actually want to take like a brioche course, and we can work through it um, for most of the month. A Zoom call and some weekly videos for everybody else who is just curious about it but doesn't actually want to take a paid course. I'll just offer up some tips on some brioche, or I can answer some questions if you guys are needing some help, because I want everybody to be able to take part if you want to learn how to do brioche, because it is really, really fun. And we got to convince Cheryl. I mean, that's my ultimate goal at the end of September. Cheryl's going to do a cowl. So I guess I should also say, if you guys don't want to jump right in, right? Anybody who wants to learn, we'll start with a cowl, and that's what Cheryl's going to start with. So you don't necessarily have to do the sweater if you want to. Now, it was Mary that found this pattern, and it was a podcaster. I can't think of the name. I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but it was a podcaster that she saw, and this podcaster, I'm pretty sure she said the sweater was her first project, and she did it within like a weekish, 2 weeks, because it's bulky weight yarn. And it didn't take her long, and she had a little bit of know-how about brioche, but anyways, it seems like it's a fairly easy project. So we will see how that goes. But I will help anybody out that I can. If you guys want to jump right into the cardigan, if you want to just do a cowl, if you just want to do something to learn what brioche is, you can just totally do that too for the month. We're pretty flexible around the fiber friends. We just want everybody to join in and have fun and enjoy the brioche month. So, Jude, I think I need to steal some of Louise's motivation to make all the things. I'm more motivated with other crafts. Well, that's okay. I mean, sometimes you have to have a little bit of a break, maybe, right? And just switch things up. That's not, I'm just always excited as long as people are making things. I just want people to have a hobby and have something that they are excited to work on a new project that they want to pick up. And if it's crochet or cross stitching, sewing, quilting, all of those are good. I would love it if it was knitting, and that is always my first choice. There was a man came into the store, and what was he looking? Oh, he was looking for a paintbrush because we do have some art supplies there. And he said, I'm just bored. I need something to do. You just got to keep my hands busy. So he said, I'm picking up painting. And I'm like, oh, that's great. I said, I could also suggest knitting to you. And he laughed and laughed and laughed. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of serious. I could teach you. And he's like, yeah, no. He's like, "I'll stick with painting." I'm like, "That's all right." But I'm hoping maybe I planted a seed, maybe he will come back and see me. What about teaching you brioche? Oh, so you can do it for dishcloth. Yes, Sam, we will find a dishcloth pattern for you. Yeah, because I think it would be fun. And I mean, as much as I'm hoping, I'm kind of joking, right? That I'm kind of joking, kind of serious. I'm hoping I can convince Cheryl that brioche is something that she likes, but, she may not like it. I don't even know. Cheryl, are you here? She may be listening to me talk about her. And she's like, I don't know. We'll see if she likes it or not. I find brioche, like the two-color brioche is really colorful, and some people maybe just don't like that. They just don't like the look of it, right? Just kind of like entrelac. That's another like stitch pattern that it's kind of like either you like it. Oh my gosh, she is here. And like um so you never know. But Cheryl, I'm hoping that you're going to try it and you'll be like, okay, this is not as bad as it seems because you tried it before and you just kind of got stuck on the pattern, I think, like reading all the lingo in the pattern and you're like, what is this? So I just really want you to know that it's not as hard as it seems, but sometimes the patterns unfortunately, they don't tell you all of the steps. Sometimes, hopefully, it's written in the notes or the tips little description area, but when you're reading like row 1, row 2, it doesn't always tell you all the steps because you're just supposed to automatically know that, which most of the time, if you're new, you don't know it because you don't know it because you need somebody to tell you. So, anyways, okay, Sally says you're going to try brioche dishcloth first as well. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, you just need something I just really want people to be adventurous and try it. And if, just so you can say you've done it, you've understood the stitches, and then you can make an informed choice if you like it or not. um, so yeah, a dishcloth can be good, except a dishcloth, I don't really know how functional. I would definitely use smaller needles for sure to make it tight because dishcloth or brioche is like garter stitch. It's really stretchy and squishy. So go smaller needles just to make it snug. Otherwise, you're going to have a really loose, stretchy dishcloth, which, will be fine for a dishcloth too. But oh, Paula says she likes the dishcloth idea too. Cheryl stands strong. Don't bend to Louise and her peer pressure. It's not peer pressure. I am spreading joy and love of crafting. I I just want her to love it. That's all. Diane, Marley Bird is a good brioche tutorial. Oh, it's a scarf. Nice. Good. Louise, I think a scarf and brioche is better than a dishcloth. Probably. And there is a difference between doing it flat and in the round. Like a fairly not a fairly the basics are the same. There's 4 steps to brioche knitting and purling. When you knit flat, if you're going to do a scarf, you have 4 rows to do. If you're doing it in the round, there's 2. So in the round is actually easier. In the round, it's just your last stitch. Every other round is a yarn over, and you just need to make sure you don't lose that yarn over, or it messes you up when you get back to that round. Or back to the end of the round on the next end of the last stitch on the next round. But anyways, either one is fine. Brioche is BRK. Its bark is worse than its bite. Bad joke. Yes, and I don't use barks and burps. I don't know. I just say brioche knit and brioche purl. So, how different is a scarf of brioche than fisherman's rib? Oh, fisherman's rib is a type of brioche. So, it is very similar. Juice says brioche flat is easier. Oh, in your opinion, in the round, you have that funny join that is a pain to get seamless. Okay, see, there you go. Everybody's got their what's easier for them. So yeah, if you like flat, Jude, I mean flat is easy too. I mean it's four row repeat instead of 2. So a cowl in the round is going to be easier. You should really learn both. You pick whichever way you think you want to do it, and we'll help you with either one. We've got the whole month, so maybe we do a flat one and then we do a round one. I mean, that would be ideal. I don't know if I can make my dishcloth challenge this year. Oh my gosh, you've got a bazillion days left ahead of you. Your wrist is starting to hurt. Take a little break and then, yep, easy peasy, Sam. You got it. And worst case, what's the worst case that's going to happen? You're going to come to the end of the year. You don't break your record. It's still going to be amazing because you were already almost at 100 dishcloths, which everybody is like totally in awe of. So no matter what you get done at this point, it's fantastic. All right, let me put a little thought into the brioche things, and I'll do some videos, and we'll get people going on brioche. We'll start thinking about flat and in the round, and then you guys can decide for yourself if you like flat or in the round. Cheryl, maybe you can be my guinea pig. Want to start brioche lessons, and you can tell me what you think, flat or in the round, what you think, what you like better, what the pros and cons are. Oh my gosh, Diane just added her 4th row on her granny square blanket. Yay! That's so exciting. Oh my goodness. So many fun things are happening. I tell you, I always feel like September is the start of the knitting year. Even though I knit all year long, there's just something about the cool air that like more like this morning was cool. Thank heavens. It cooled down a bit. But yeah, it's just something about that. You start to think about fall and the leaves changing and pumpkins and cool. And then it just really, I don't know, just for me, I really get this urge to like want to do all the things or sweaters. And so I'm excited for September and everything we've got going on. Oh, Paula, you restarted. Oh, Sam, I don't think so tonight. Send me a text. Paula said, I restarted a crocheted sweater today because I wasn't happy with the size. There you go. Good choice. So that's good. Do you think, yes, you got to be happy with the size, don't you? Oh, Sam, yeah, go put some ice on that wrist and take care of it. Jean, how are you? Expression Fiber Arts has a pattern for a 1-color brioche cowl and scarf. Oh, pattern is Jean. There you go. Excellent. Sally, I'm working on my, row 8 of your blanket, but taking a break. That's good. You guys are making good progress. Bye, Sam. I'll talk to you later. I am hoping this week, so we had our crochet chat yesterday, I didn't do any crochet. This last month has been like a bit of a whirlwind, right? So now I have 2 jobs, 2 full yeah, 2 jobs. And it's just, I have a lot less free time right now. So anyways, but that's okay. I love both of my jobs, so it's fantastic. But it has seemed to cut into I definitely cut into my crochet time because other than these 2 little starts on my bags, I got no squares. I don't think I don't know. I honestly can't remember. Maybe I did. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I did do which way? So I've got my squares here. I don't know if any of them were new or not. There might have been now that I'm thinking about it. I just don't know which ones they are. So anyways, I'm going to kind of regroup here for the next month. Our next video Zoom call, Jocelyn, is the end of September. So we're going to have another, like a little bit longer time, more than a month. It is Sunday, September the 28th, 3 o'clock Eastern time. So if anybody wasn't on the crochet call that is part of our crochet group, that's the next crochet. So Zoom call. So I'm going to get myself a little bit more organized here. And yeah, and I was going to say, like we were talking crochet yesterday, and it's blankets, it's squares. When we started out in January, we were doing, like a square a day kind of thing, and some of us were following Yarn Utopia's videos. Well, everybody's kind of just doing their own thing. Some of us are doing squares. I'm just basically doing granny squares because I love doing them. They're so fun and I can do them. And other people have just kind of switched up and are doing different blankets and things, and that's okay. The whole purpose of it was just to crochet. Mostly it was for me to learn how to crochet. That was kind of the start of it. And I feel like I have learned a lot, a lot, a lot. Even just the fact that I can figure out this and turn it, I'm like light years ahead of where I was last December 31st. So um, anyways, yeah, so don't feel like you can't join the Zoom if you haven't done something or you haven't gotten enough done. Like, I didn't show anything yesterday. So, um, but just come, be inspired, cheer everybody else on, show what you have done, even if it's something we've seen before. It's totally good. Just come and be inspired, and it's kind of September. So I feel like it's like a regroup, like restarting, right? At the summertime is always the summer, and things, get a little out of routine and whatever. So now we can just kind of get back on track and we can just keep going. So, oh yeah, Sam showed some of her dishcloths on the Zoom, which was nice. People got to see it kind of almost in person. I set it on my phone. Oh, Diane is off. Have a great fiber week. Exactly. Everybody happy knitting and crocheting and doing all the things. Yeah, lots of fun things happening this week for sure again. So we will be back here again next Monday. I have no idea what we'll be working on next week, but I am really going to try hard to have some progress on a few different projects that I have a couple pulled out that I want to focus on this week. So fingers crossed, I will have some good progress here to show you. I don't know if anything will be a finish. These crochet bags. Yeah, some reason I thought like the project bag, the square one project bag. I don't know. I was thinking, I don't know. Maybe I was just hoping it was like a sock bag size, but obviously it's not because it's a larger bag, which will be fantastic. But it means it's just going to take longer before I will have anything finished. So we'll see. We'll go for progress. Next week. I'll figure out what yarn I'm going to knit the shawl out of. I have a couple of ideas of some yarn from the store, so stay tuned. I will post that Thursday, some ideas that I've got. All right, everybody. Well, happy Monday. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day. Thank you to everybody who took time to vote, join us live tonight, chatting in the comments. This is always a fantastic way to start off the week. So I will chat with you all again next Monday. Wish me luck on my crochet. I'm feeling super confident. Let's hope that holds on for this whole week. All right, everybody. Happy knitting, happy crocheting, and we will chat soon. Good night, everybody.